Hello and welcome back to the third installment of Bobcat Sports Weekly. This is your host, Nick Brown, along with my co-anchor,
Ethan Bishop.
And we are here to bring you all the Bobcat sports action that happened the previous week. It was an action-packed week, and we've got a lot of sports to go through, including cross-country, golf, volleyball, and the big win for football that they got on Friday. So we're going to start off with cross-country. They had a successful meet at Giles last Wednesday. Mm-hmm. The girls took home the title out of 20 teams. They were the first, and the boys finished up sixth. That's not terrible though, coming in sixth.
Yeah, so they ran really hard and they showed a lot of heart. So we're excited for them.
Mm-hmm. Girls look very strong in their opening meet. They have two meets this week. We are filming this on Wednesday, so they have one tonight at the Dedman Center and then another one up at Cave Spring on Saturday, and that's up in Salem. So that'll be a fun one. But I was talking to Mr. Caro. He said it's poised to be another great year for them, and they are looking strong. So we move on through to golf.
Yep, Mr. Nick's team.
That's me, yep. So we had two matches last week. We had Monday, we went to Great Oaks and took on Floyd in a district match at Floyd. We unfortunately lost that one, being on their home course. They showed up and were ready to play. Then on Thursday, we had a pretty good round. Only lost by 4, came in second by only 4 strokes. I played really well. Mm-hmm. Jack Davis shooting a 78, his best of the year. Played very, very strong. We're looking good. We're excited. We got one match tomorrow, which will be Thursday. That's at Giles Country Club. So we'll be okay. We got a couple more weeks till regions, and that's the one that matters. You win regions, and you get the states, and those are the big ones. And then
you also got some of your star players too. You got Trevor Price, who had an extremely good match.
Yeah, at Great Oaks. Yeah, we can't forget about that at Great Oaks. Shot 1 under 71. That was ridiculous. He was playing out of his mind. Funny thing is, he didn't even know he was playing so well. Coach Roberts went up to him halfway through the match and said, "Dude, you're 1 under," and he said, "No way." He said, "Yeah, you are." He wasn't even knowing, but he's a humble guy.
Yep. So now we have the girls volleyball. Mm-hmm. They brought out the brooms.
Yep, they swept Marion at Marion. Marion used to be a big old volleyball powerhouse. Actually won 3 state championships in a row a couple of years ago. But girls took easy work with them and 4 straight sets. Like I said, they brought up the brooms and swept them home.
Yep. Again, a lot of our girls are looking fantastic. Charlie Dietz, Randolph Macon. Mm-hmm. She's obviously very good. We got a couple of other really good young players, such as like Lainey Klein. And a bunch of good players. So they're looking almost just as good as last year. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, they started the season now strong. They haven't lost set. Swept Pulaski also 2 weeks ago 4-0. You're talking about the young kids, but last year we had a ton of height with Emma Minnick and Bethany Roop, but we have our own Twin Towers now. We got Lainey and we've got Sadie Hurst also. So it's not going to be bad. It'll be a good season. We'll see what they can do.
Yep, we're very excited for them. They're both taller than you and me. So
Combined.
So I mean, there's some tall girls, but
that length is ridiculous.
And they can definitely hold down the fort up front. So
they will. They take on Fort Chiswell this week. That'll be Thursday. So tomorrow from where we're recording, and then their first home game will be next week, and I'll be happy to say I'll be there.
Yep. I hope that we have a lot of students there.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get more. That's a great sport. It's a really fun sport to watch.
It's a fun sport to watch, and especially too last year the state game, we had a blast last year.
We did.
And that was one heck of a game. So we're very excited for our first home game coming up this year.
Yep, and there's a little bit of talk going on if we will broadcast on Bobcat Sports Live. That will most likely be Michael Davis and myself on the Bobcat Sports Live Spreaker. So hopefully we can bring that action live to you on the radio, on the internet, and hopefully we can broadcast that. That'd be awesome. I'm really excited. I want to do that.
That'd be really cool. So let's see. We got the football team.
Yeah, big win over
George Wythe.
They had the huge dominating win, 45-23 over George Wythe. Man, it looked easy also on offense. PJ Prelude, 152 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns.
Like 11 carries too.
Man. He's fast, very fast. a little bit faster than me.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, all jokes aside, he was dominant in their big win. Anyways, yeah, Pre-J Prelude, gosh, he's awesome. Yeah, like we said, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns rushing, and a touchdown receiving also.
Yeah.
Man, he was awesome on the field, just plays everywhere. Student section started chanting, "You can't stop him," and that's true.
It is true. He's an unstoppable force that just frankly the other teams in our division just aren't good enough to be able to hold him down. So.
We also had Zane Roop on the ground, 125 yards rushing on the ground. He's a quarterback, but he ran for 125.
Yep, he's surprisingly very athletic for how tall he is, and surprisingly athletic. But he's also got a very talented arm. So
yep, he was 5 for 8, over 100 yards passing. He had 2 touchdowns passing, one to Xavier Cobbs and one to PJ, obviously. But he had 2 touchdowns. No, just 1 touchdown rushing also. But man. It's just a great offense in the backfield. I mean, it's him and PJ running the ball.
Yep.
That's dangerous.
Some talented receivers this year, too, with Xavier Cobbs, and we've got a couple other guys, too, especially our lines are. Oh, yeah. They also help out quite a bit.
Yeah, that weight up front, man, they can, obviously, D1, Ben Cox. I heard Kip Green's getting recruited, too. That's more muscle than Andrew Ulverson holding down the fort in the middle, man. That's a big old wall right there. Add in Spencer Purdue and a couple others, and that's not even the first string. You got the second string also. That's pretty solid up front also. But yeah, Xavier Cobbs, 43-yard touchdown. He put a dude on skates. Man, he made the dude fly the other way when he made one juke move on the way. There's tons of highlights. All the plays were big plays. I think the shortest touchdown was 24 yards for PJ. So they were running all over the place, and it was very electric in there. Of course, the defense gave up 23 points. Not that big of a deal. Second string mostly gave up a lot of the points in the second half. Coach Saunders said you still got to limit those big plays because they did score off big plays. Their quarterback, though, I was talking to one of my George Wythe family friends, and he said, yeah, the quarterback's very talented. He had over 350 yards passing. He looked very strong.
Yeah, George Wythe, they're no joke, and we came in and absolutely demolished them. So
yeah, they'll be fine in the 1A. Like we said, they won't be competing with us really more in the 2A. They're in the 1A, but they'll look good. Their quarterback very solid. They got a couple great receivers. Their defense isn't half bad, but we'll see. I mean, it'll be fun to watch how else they go throughout their season. And hopefully we wish them success, but obviously we wanted that big win, and they certainly proved it.
Yeah, our boys definitely held up to the task.
Yes, they did. They held up very strong. Then next week, no game this week. It is their bye week, so the following week will be at Fort Chiswell. It's about a 45-minute drive. I will be there. Will you be there?
It's a possibility that I might be there, depending on some plans after school on Friday, but we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully a couple of students can make that trek. It's not that bad, 45 minutes, 40 minutes. It's not terrible, so hopefully we can get a good little student section there, and I know obviously the Bobcat crowd still travels even without the student section. They travel very well.
Yep, we've got some very faithful fans here in Bobcat Nation.
We do, very faithful. So, but looking forward, Fort Chiswell, 2A, first 2A, the Pioneers. We beat them twice last year, won the regular season, then first round of regions last year. So I think we can get them. It'll be a good matchup. They'll be at Fort Chiswell, so they still got to make that drive, but they'll still be pretty good.
Yeah, I think our boys will definitely hold up nicely.
Yeah, so it was a pretty solid week for Bobcat sports last week. Besides the golf team, we had volleyball sweeping Marion. We had cross country girls winning, boys coming in 6 out of 14 teams for them. And then, of course, football ending it on Friday with a huge victory.
Yep, it was a packed game too. There was a whole lot of people there.
Crazy.
The student section was rocking.
Yeah.
Sadly, I couldn't be there for the game, but I definitely
prior
saw
engagements.
Yep, but I definitely saw how packed it was and how electric our students were and how excited they were for our football teams. So that's what you love to see.
Yep, I was very amped up before the game, and I was just like, man, football's back. I mean, it's a great season. I love football. One of the best seasons out there.
Yep.
It's what makes fall so special. So we'll definitely be bringing more action coming at you.
Yep.
It's been the third installment.
Third
already.
installment.
Already,
of
man.
Bobcat Sports Weekly.
That's crazy already. And we'll be able to bring it to you next week. And go Bobcats.
Yep, signing off.
Thank you.